How you doing, guys? Today I'm showing you something that I wasn't going to show you. And what I mean by that is I was just sanding the painted parts from the last video with 1000 grit, blower cover, head tin, tank support. This is the gas tank. Came out mint, except for I blew through the paint to the primer right there. Initial thoughts, not a big deal, whatever. I was looking at the gas tank from the wrong direction. I thought that was going to be in the back. So basically this corner right there. But after I actually looked at the original tank on my Senior, I noticed that I had originally thought that the petcock or the screen, the gas screen, was in the back or on the back side of the motor or to the PTO side. I was wrong. It's on the flywheel side or the front half of the motor, which means this corner is completely and utterly visible. So when you look at the Senior, the hood is right here. So this is how it sits in the Senior. So if you're looking at the side of the tractor, where that blow through is right here on the back side of the motor. This is covered by the hood, so it wouldn't matter. Or if it was flipped around, it would be under the hood and in the back. Who cares? Leave the burn through. Nobody would even notice, but no such luck. So I'm going to attempt to just dust some gray paint over this area. I'm going to try to focus right here, right where the thing. I'm going to try to do like a pseudo blend on the sides. With a spray can, it's not going to work. Plus, the spray cans that I learned, they blow chunks when you first open them up, and I only have a brand new can. So if I had to guess, this is not going to go so good as long as it doesn't react. That didn't come out too bad. I could work with that. I'll let that dry a good 24 hours. It should level out a little bit too. It's a little bit lumpity bumpy, but it's fresh. I just did it. I think what I'll be able, you can see, look how nice that thing sanded out with 1000 grit. I mean, it's mint. So what I'll do is I'll just gently sand I know the burn mark is right here. I'll start sanding very lightly out to the edges. And then I'll eventually try to blend this edge. I'm going to see it. There's no way around it. I mean, if you get real close. But from a distance, it'll be mint. Big thing is just be very careful sanding on the top of it. That way you just don't blow through again. All right. What are we going to work on? I don't know. Let's get the video started. Okay. That little patch or little blend of gray paint. Total failure. Not necessarily because I wasn't able to sand it out. The actual color match, I know it looked almost perfect in just the prior section of the video, but it was absolutely nowhere near the color match. I even used the same can. I used the same exact can as the right here. It was this can right here. This particular can I used to paint the tank with, and I used that can in order to do the little touch-up. Totally didn't match. I don't know what the heck happened. So I ran down to the parts store and I got another new can because that one was empty. And I'm going to make the parting line the actual seam of the gas tank. So everything's been sanded with 600. As you can see, I continued the blow through right there and tried to make sure that it's nice and flat now. But for the bare metal, I'll just put just a very light coat of etching primer on the metal. I'll let that flash. As you can see, I made a couple marks here, so I know where the thin spots are. So I'll put one little coat of gray paint in this area. I'll let that flash. I'll paint the entire section, all the way around. And I'll probably put 2, maybe 3 coats, medium coats. We don't want this to run. And let it dry. and start the sanding process over. And hopefully the color match will be fairly close between the two things. I really would hate to have to do the whole tank over again. Take 4. Well, this is unfortunate. I think Duplicolor Paints and myself are going to part ways for a while. I went ahead, sprayed it I've sprayed this end for the 4th time, and it's still a complete disaster. Now, keep in mind, I understand. 1, I'm painting outside. 2, I'm using a spray can. Both of that leads to a not perfect finish. I got it. But I'm not sponsored by a Duplicolor. I don't get them for free. I don't even get them for a discount. I buy the cans right off the shelf, just like anyone else. I bought 1 can at Napa. I bought 2 of the cans at O'Reilly's. What I'm about to say has nothing to do with Napa and has nothing to do with O'Reilly's. You could say, well, Vin, you're kind of using these engine paints not for what they were designed, just spray on an engine block. But historically, if you watch my channel, I use Duplicolor engine paints for everything. And they do wet sand and buff literally to perfection. So that's, I've in my mind, I've ruled that out. The color that I've been using, or have used on this project, is New Ford Gray 1611. New Ford Gray 1611. And New Ford Gray 1611. The thing that's just insanity about this is they either Duplicolor changed their formulas, or this particular color is just stupid. Number 1, each one of these cans, different hue. Now, you say, well, Vin, you're using spray cans. They're not going to be the same. So I don't know what you're talking about. But mind you, that's one color. That's one can. This is another can, okay? So dark gray, light gray, okay? And then I don't believe this is a different can, but one of the cans even shot out like super light gray. Not to mention the first can I used, because I had used 4, is a completely different color than all of the other 3. Then, mind you, there was nothing, when you shook the cans up as you were painting, all right, the cans would spit out little white bits. Let's see if we can get those. Where are they? There they are. Now the camera's focused. They shoots out all these little white bits. So I said, well, what's going on here? So I came into the garage with my can of paint, broke out a box that I had, and started spraying. And here's all the little white bits. So that rules out that there was garbage in the air causing an issue. Because the first can, which I did a bunch of weeks ago, blew white bits and crap all over the blower cover. I thought it was stuff in the air. So the blower cover has been done twice. The head tin was done 3 times. This end of the gas tank has been done 4 times. I'm not, and all right, so like these little spots, that's garbage in the paint. That's fine. You know what I mean? Like, I can live with that. Or I have to live with that because the way I paint outside, there's nothing you can do. Yep, there it is. Buyer beware. I mean, again, I don't know if Duplicolor changed their formulas, or maybe it's just what is, this is the issue with gray paint. The color gray just has that. But there's no issues with red, white, or blue. All right, guys. Thank you very much for watching. Please like, share, and subscribe. And if you can give it a thumbs up, that'd be great. This is done. Not going back. Not redoing it. It is what it is. I got to get crack-a-lacking and getting this engine back together. Pretty fast. I got to get it going. All right. Again, thank you very much for watching. Like, share, and subscribe. Buyer beware on your spray paints, because I'm going to tell you right now, I've used spray paints from Ocean State Job Lot better than this color. Guaranteed. All right, guys. You have a great day. And until the next project, we will catch up. Actually, I said that backwards, didn't I? Until we meet again on the next project, you have a great day.